Welcome to WagerTalk TV, sponsored by Wager.eu. Get a 50% sign-up bonus when using code WT50 when signing up. This offer is exclusive to WagerTalk. Guys, let's talk a little bit about the Notre Dame Irish here. I am joined today by Ralph Michaels and Marco D'Angelo. This Irish team, ever since Ian Book went under center, life has not been good for me, okay? They got the cover for me against Michigan. I faded them twice against Ball State, and I forget who else, Vanderbilt, I think. And it was life was good. And ever since then, it has been really, really bad for me. Catching 21, Pittsburgh Panthers are, and I'm looking to bet them. Somebody talk me off this ledge.
Well, you got to give Notre Dame credit. Last week was a flat spot for them going into Virginia Tech. Now, Virginia Tech, is a team that a lot of people had high expectations for this year. I was one of them. I had them penciled into the ACC championship game against Clemson. But they hung up 45 on a good Virginia Tech team. You go back, they hung up 38 on a good Stanford defense, and then 56 Wake Forest. I guess Ian Book is the real deal. The offense is totally different. This week, they're going to be playing a Notre Dame team, or Notre Dame's going to be playing a Pitt team that defensively can't stop anybody. They can score, but they can't stop anybody. For me, I'm going to be looking at the total in this game because I think mentally for Notre Dame, if it is a flat spot where you might not see the intensity is on that defensive side of the football. So if Pitt can score their points, all I need is Pitt to get to 20 because I know Notre Dame's going to get enough against this Pitt offense to get it over the total.
Ralph, a question I have for you. So something we talk about a lot, and sometimes it matters and sometimes it doesn't, style points. Do style points matter? It looks like the Irish kind of are just going to sneak their way in to the 4-team playoff if they just win out.
Yeah, if they go undefeated and there's not four other undefeated teams, well, let's say this. If Georgia and Alabama both go into the SEC championship, both teams are in. If they go in undefeated. So the Irish have to, if Ohio State wins out there, and other than that, they have a wide open range. So, I don't think a one-loss Irish team gets in. So I think there's still that pressure. You now got over Virginia Tech. Marco, since I have to disagree with you in every video, the only thing I disagree with you about is that you said last week was a flat spot. I think last week wasn't a flat spot, and this week is a flat spot. You're playing this ACC schedule that you went in. This is your first time in Blacksburg. It's a nationally televised game. They're playing Enter the Sandman. You got a Bud Foster defense. So now at home, now's the game that I think, well, this is Pittsburgh. We're a 20-point favorite. We have no issues. But I still can't fade them because They haven't rested on their laurels. Ian Book's been in. Williams has been rushing. They keep playing that same offense through, and they still do keep scoring. And Pitt, my concerns are, while I'd love to back them, you're off that overtime win, and you had weather delays. So that's an emotional long day. Kenny Pickett, your quarterback, only has a 6.5 ratio. That's going to be some trouble against the Notre Dame defense. And this Notre Dame defense, why are they playing so well? It's simple. They're on the field almost 8 to 10 minutes less per game because the offense is so efficient. Well, anytime you're only on the field for 55 or 60 plays, your defense is going to play a lot better than when you're on the field for 70 plays. So, that part I agree with. Two stats, which I'll finish with. Pittsburgh is 11-1 ATS as an away dog of 8 or more. But the one loss was earlier this year against UCF. So they are actually 0-1 as well. And Notre Dame is 3-7 as a home favorite of 15 or more against these new ACC teams. But again, this is now the Ian Book era, so that is a little bit different.
One thing I'll say and you're right about Notre Dame with the time of possession, it's going to make the defense better. Time of possession this week will not be that dominant because they're going to score too fast against this Pitt defense. Pitt is 97th in the country offensively, or stopping defensively, I should say. They're giving up 6.0 yards per play this year. They're going to score. Notre Dame's going to score the points, put Notre Dame back on the field. I'll give you one thing if you do want to take if you were looking to take the dog in this one, Kelly. History-wise, Pitt has always played Notre Dame tough. Going back since 2008, they've met 7 times. Last year, it was the biggest margin. It was a 12-point win by Notre Dame. The previous 6 to that were all decided by 7 points or less, 3 of them by a field goal. Give you one last stat to take the over here. And it's where I'm at on this one. Pitt is 8-1 to the over after allowing 31 points or more 2 straight games the last 3 seasons. In those 9 games, the average point total, they scored 70 points combined in those games. I'm going over.
You know, Marco, you did say about being close games in a close series. Well, Notre Dame hasn't had an offense since Brady Quinn. Yeah. You know, so that's a different scenario, which won't happen. But the other thing I do like with Marco's over is this. If you have a pass team, and Notre Dame is pass-run split, but if you can run the ball in the second half and still move the ball, that's when you get your overs. It's if you're a passing team and you can't run the ball that you struggle. We know Notre Dame can run the ball. We know Pitt has that 6.0 yard per carry allowed on defense.
All right, good stuff from these guys. This video was sponsored by WagerTalk. Get a 50% sign-up bonus when using promo code WT50 when signing up. This offer is exclusive to WagerTalk.